Hello, everyone. This is Kenneth the K-Rock Klein here, once again coming to you live from the Tiger Room for another edition of the ETPU Sportsnet Coaches Show. And our coach this time is the head men's and women's golf head coach, Sydney Harvey, who, of course, is continuing to make strides in the program's first season at ETPU. So, Coach Harvey, got things to talk about here. We got to recap the women's conference tournament appearance and then get the guys set for theirs. But before we get into that, Monday night, we got to see some good recognition from some of your golf players appearing on the Toby Awards. This being, of course, your first year at the awards ceremony, obviously, and then seeing some of the participants take part. Interviewed a couple of your players just talking about their appearance looks, and but I think overall, from your perspective, how was it for you?
It was awesome. I mean, y'all do such a great job with the Tobies and everything. Congratulations to you, too. You won an award.
Oh, thank you very much.
But our guys got the award for the highest GPA, so that was super exciting. They work really, really hard in the classroom, so it was awesome to see them get recognized for that.
Absolutely, Coach, and certainly great accomplishments for your team in the years to come. So let's throw a bit back to the women's conference team. The conference tournament appearance. They had a good appearance there. Just kind of talk about the fact that all season long you were competing against these teams, just trying to find your stride, and you seem to have made a big stride in the conference tournament. But from an overall perspective, even though it was your first year, what did you like about the women's team and their appearance?
They fought so hard all week long. It's a really long week. That's the only tournament all year long that we play 54 holes versus 36 holes. So it is a long week, but they played so well. They got after it, and even with the adversity that they faced, they competed and got fifth. We were only one shot out of fourth, and just with this being our first year, it totally exceeded my expectations. So they're a great group of girls. And Elizabeth Hardy got all tournament team, which was super awesome. So as a freshman and being able to compete at conference and get fourth place, really proud of her.
Yeah, certainly. It seemed like, when you talk about the women's golf teams, Elizabeth Hardy gets mentioned on different occasions. I think she was the leader of your team as far as top performances go in almost each tournament as well. What stands out about her, the fact that, she is a freshman, but she's been making strides, as with everybody on the team?
Mm-hmm. Well, she just works so incredibly hard, and I think that her game has really matured along with a couple of others this year, and she peaked at the right time, and I talk about that a lot, being able to peak at conference and play your best whenever your best is expected, and she did that. So.
Absolutely, Coach. So now with the women's team, having completed their conference tournament, it's now time for the men's team to experience their conference tournament. And of course, the men's team, they hit some strides early on. They reached their highest peak when they won a conference tournament and all that. But obviously, you're going up against conference schools, and this being your first year in your program. What are you looking for from your men's team, just to kind of go out there and see where they stack up with the conference team, so that way you can learn to improve your program for next year?
Sure. So obviously we're always growing and always looking for ways to improve. But we played in the conference preview 2 weeks ago and played pretty well there. So just looking to go back out and execute some of the mistakes, or build on some of the mistakes that we made in the previous weeks. But really just going to go out there and focus on ourselves and, play as good as we can play. And, I think the rest will take care of itself.
Absolutely, Coach. And, again, obviously this being a first-year program for your students, does it kind of seem like when you start a first-year program, this being your first year as head coach, does it always seem like, well, this is kind of an opportunity to kind of learn about things that we could improve on while, using the experience that we've learned, so that way for next year I can make the adjustments, of what we need to do as far as our better approach for the second year and the years to come? Or does it kind of seem like you try to figure out ways to how to stay competitive from the get-go?
Well, I really think that we stayed competitive from the get-go. Just first off, I mean, the girls getting fifth at conference is unbelievable, and the guys winning a tournament in their first year, it's almost unheard of. And just the fact that they came here, hit the ground running, and got after it just really shows their commitment and their drive to be able to get better. And I think that every year I'm going to learn and grow and make adjustments for the years to come. But right now, it's just kind of a day-to-day basis for me, and learning how we can get better every single day and perform to the best of our ability right now. You know, with recruiting and things like that, I worry about the future and I recruit and make plans for the years to come. But right now, we're worried about us and this day and how we can be the best people that we can be today.
Absolutely, Coach. And so, obviously, you know, going to be a lot of exciting times in the near future, but also for this weekend as well as you head out with your men's team as well. So, hopefully, best of luck to you there. One final question, Coach. I read somewhere that somebody actually had set a Guinness World Record by playing the most holes in a 24-hour period. I think it was like 420 holes or so.
What?
I mean, I don't know about if that's true or not. I might have to recheck. But on a daily basis, how many holes do you think you can complete in 24 hours?
Well, not 420. Are you for real?
I mean, I wish I was. Maybe I misread the number and all that, but
well, I mean, we can play 36, but that takes a really long time. Man, I don't know. We'll have to look at that.
Well, maybe just my guy might have tried to play mini golf.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so.
I'll have to double check.
Yeah.
All right, Coach Harvey, thanks once again for joining us once again, and we'll keep you guys up to speed with what's going on with the men's golf team and more. So stick around. We'll have more information on this YouTube channel.